From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. Starting off overseas, where two masked assailants attacked a church in Istanbul during Sunday's service. Turkish officials say the armed assailants attacked the Santa Maria Church in the Sarıyer district. However, they did not specify what kind of weapons were used or whether anyone else was wounded. Authorities also added that they're working on capturing the assailants and an investigation has been opened. Back home now, where the former leader of the federal NDP is being honored today with a state funeral. The ceremony for Ed Broadbent will be held in Ottawa as flags at all Government of Canada buildings right across the country, including the Peace Tower, will be flown at half-mast starting from sunrise to sunset. It'll also be broadcast on Canadian Heritage's Facebook and YouTube channels. Broadbent died earlier this month at the age of 87. Meantime, Alberta's Opposition NDP says it will announce a new leader to replace Rachel Notley on June 22nd. The move was announced Saturday following meetings in Red Deer to set the rules and timelines of the leadership contest. Notley said back on January 16th that she would be stepping down after leading the NDP for almost a decade, including 4 years as Premier from 2015 to 2019. A media release says the party will aim to post the finalized rules package on its website next week. Nova Scotians will likely need to have the snow shovel handy today. Environment Canada says the province's mainland may be in for up to 25 centimeters of the white stuff. The weather agency has issued a winter storm watch for the region, with snow and high winds set to begin overnight tonight and carry on into Monday. The winds will be whipping with gusts up to 70 kilometers an hour or higher. Now, turning our eyes south of the border, the U.S. Senate appears to be closing in on a rare bipartisan agreement on a new immigration reform and border security package. However, the deal is in jeopardy, with key Republicans expressing concern former U.S. President Donald Trump could derail the negotiations.
Sources familiar with negotiations confirmed the bill would give the Department of Homeland Security authority to shut down the border if migration numbers surge over certain levels. The possible bipartisan deal has come under pressure from Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump. Senator Lindsey Graham, a Trump ally, trying to appeal directly to the former president.
I will say to President Trump, if we can put this package together the way I hope it falls into place, that you'll have more tools to secure America than you've ever had.
Trump has made immigration one of his top campaign issues. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
And finally, U.S. President Joe Biden is in South Carolina ahead of that state's Democratic primary next week. At a campaign event in Columbia, Biden had to share the spotlight with his long-shot primary challenger, Minnesota Representative Dean Phillips. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, it was a busy night in the NHL for the Canadian teams. Edmonton getting an easy win over Nashville 4-1. Vancouver outlasting Columbus in overtime 5-4. Calgary blanking Chicago 1-0. Toronto doubling up on Winnipeg 4-2. Pittsburgh getting by Montreal in overtime 3-2. And Ottawa falling big time with a 7-2 loss to the New York Rangers. Over to the PWHL, 2 games going to overtime. Montreal outlasting Ottawa 2-1 and Boston beating Minnesota 4-3. LeBron James made a pair of free throws with 1.2 seconds left in the second overtime to cap his triple-double of 36 points, 20 rebounds, and 12 assists, outdueling Steph Curry as the Los Angeles Lakers held off the Golden State Warriors 145-144. Curry scored 46 points for the Warriors. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.